是发言人。
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let's start. Hello, everyone. I'm the host, Kelsey. I'm very happy that you have come to participate in this AMA event. Today, I'm discussing with Cyrus, the BitYuan community technical consultant, and Jason, the consultant expert from Web3 Game F Party. Let's welcome Cyrus and Jason. And now the session starts. Cyrus and Jason, please introduce yourself and say hello to the audiences.
Hello, this is Jason from F Party. It's my honor to join in tonight's AMA with you. Thank you.
Okay, let's come to the first question. Did you ever buy Bitcoin? Jason, you answer first.
Yes, Cassidy. Bitcoin is the most important cryptocurrency in the market. It holds over half of this share. It's not just an investment target, but also a kind of belief of blockchain. I often recommend my friends around to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum. The story of Bitcoin is quite attractive, especially for those who are new to cryptocurrency and blockchain. Think about the most expensive pizza. The Bitcoin lost due to a hard drive failure. Vitalik's story of creating Ethereum because of a gaming platform's issue, and the inspiration that blockchain's decentralized thinking brings to the world in 2008. All of these are so exciting and interesting. So no matter if Bitcoin is at 60,000 or 160,000 or even 1.16 million USDT, people will keep buying it. It's a bit like Berkshire Hathaway stock. Many people would like to spend $30 to buy a Class B share just to attend Buffett's annual speech. Of course, definitely not Class 1 because it's too expensive. Currently, there are still very few people who um, who understand and recognize cryptocurrencies because there are still too many disputes. The decentralized thinking of blockchain is just the opposite of the centralized thinking that humans are used to in the past thousands of years. Allowing the existence of this decentralized ecosystem still requires more time. That's it.
Thank you for the answer, Jason. Cyrus, what's your opinion about Bitcoin?
From an investment perspective, BTC is a relatively stable asset allocation. The dream of one coin, one winner will certainly come true. Winners may not necessarily appreciate, but the value of the coin will definitely rise in the long term. As of June 1st, the total holds of global Bitcoin ETFs has exceeded 1 million BTS. As of June 14th, the total net asset value of Bitcoin spot ETFs has reached approximately uh, 57 billion US dollar. There are a total of 105 gold ETFs globally with an asset of size of 206 billion US dollar. The total amount of Bitcoin and ETH is very likely to surpass that of gold within a year. They will gradually begin to replace gold as a reserve asset for various countries, or as guarantee for currency issuance. There is at least a 20-fold increase in the long-term potential, which will far exceed any national stock market. It is the most basic configuration for various funds. Funds without Bitcoin in their portfolio will find it difficult to stand out.
That's great. It appears that you hold an optimistic attitude towards Bitcoin, believing it to be a solid choice for asset preservation and appreciation, and you are bullish on it in the long term. Next question. What do you think has caused the recent continuous decline of BTC price? Jason.
Yeah, Cassidy. This year, 2024, the mining rewards for Bitcoin have been halved for the fourth time. Based on the past three market reactions, almost all the people made a very optimistic expectation. So we saw a positive market reaction after Bitcoin's ETF was approved on January the 8th, with the price rising to 73,000 USDT. But after that, it stopped advancing and even dropped. Although there were rebounds, it has been falling back to 60,000 and even broke below 60,000 a couple of days ago because of meta ghosts. People are very puzzled about this result. There are various explanations for this situation, and it's hard to say who is right. However, we can refer to other investment varieties such as stocks, gold, oil, and etc., which are nothing more than 2 points. One is that the supply is relatively more, and the other is that the demand is relatively less. Although we know that the total amount of Bitcoin is 21 million and the supply has not increased, there will still be black swan events. This week, there was also a news that on June 24th, the Mt. trustee announced that it will start the repayment of Bitcoin and BCH from its July, involving a cryptocurrency value of up to 9 billion US dollars. This news briefly hit the price of BTC below 60,000 USDT. In addition, the demand has not kept up either. This demand needs to be analyzed from 2 points. One is whether the new funds have not increased enough, and the other is whether the expectation of rising has not been enhanced. No matter from which to analyze the reasons for demand, it will not be out of these 2 points. That's it.
Thank you, Jason. Cyrus, what's your opinion?
After the approval of the Bitcoin ETF, the increase has reached over 200%, and traditional capital that entered the market has already made substantial profits. There's a market demand for profit taking, which would be more conducive to new investors enter the market. From the current market response, the proportion of the large-scale exit of 1 million bitcoins from BTC is not expected to be significant. That's it.
Thank you to both of you for the analysis. Let's move to the next question. Why hasn't the approval of Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF brought the expected bull market? Jason, you answer first.
Yes, Kesley. First, let's get a grip on what Bitcoin and Ethereum's ETFs are all about. These are investment funds that let you buy and trade assets related to the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum through traditional stock exchanges, without actually having to buy and hold the cryptocurrencies themselves. The buzz around them is because they represent funds coming from traditional financial markets, which is a much bigger pool than the existing funds. It's like a channel between a small pond and a big lake is dug. Imagine the water is expected to rise quickly as the lake's water starts to flow in. But after half a year, the bull market hasn't shown up. As I mentioned earlier, the water hasn't come in, or maybe some of the water in the pond even left, taking part of the new funds away. The lack of a massive inflow of funds is still related to the decline in expectation from big investors. I think there are 2 reasons for this decline. The first is the world economy is still in a path of rising interest rates, as we all know, and high interest dollars are curbing the activity of risk investment funds. The second is the current economic environment isn't good. Blockchain isn't an isolated economic ecosystem. It needs to be part of the traditional economy we are familiar with, like entertainment, gaming, transportation, production, all of these. Briefly, for a blockchain to be lively, there needs to be active token transfers on the chain. Without actual activities, these token transfers are meaningless. Given these 2 points, the approval of ETFs and the 2024 Bitcoin halving aren't enough to support the bull market expectations for 2024. Even if there is one, it will fade over time and even lead to doubts. That's it.
Wonderful, thank you. The US dollar interest rate hike has a negative impact on the global economy, including venture capital funding, which is one of the dilemmas that the status of the US dollar in the international financial system poses to other economies and their policymakers. Cyrus, what are your thoughts?
When the BTC and the ETF were approved, the cryptocurrency price surged by over 200%, which had actually already anticipated and reflected the expected increase in advance. That's it.
All right, let's move to the next one. According to statistics, from the peak to now, the altcoins have generally fallen by 50% to 70% this year. How was BTY's performance this year? Jason?
Yeah. The drop of altcoins in the past 6 months has been quite disappointing. These are a bunch of great cryptocurrencies other than Bitcoin and Ethereum, like ARB, OP, SRK, ZK from the Layer 2 concept, and independent public chains like Dot, Matic, Atom. They have all got such a big drop. It makes everyone wonder, is this a bull market or a bear market? Similarly, BTY hasn't been an exception. It's still hovering in the range of zero 0.1 to 0.15 USDT. This foundation, the foundation and the BTY developers can't change this situation. After all, we could not fight against the market, but we are still working hard to build the ecosystem because we know that only by doing good work in a bear market, allowing more blockchain applications to be used safely and efficiently, can we be recognized in a bull market and the price can rise healthily and quickly. We are very grateful for the community's care and the support over the years. It's because of you that BitYuan has come so far. Thanks.
Thank you for the answer. What about you, Cyrus?
Capital in the cryptocurrency market has primarily been directed towards Bitcoin ETFs, with traditional funds not yet focused on altcoin. As a member of the altcoin family, BTY needs to capitalize on the opportunity presented by Bitcoin's second layer and the compatibility with ETH. Applications such as gaming. From a technical standpoint, BTY initial utilized Bitcoin's power issuance maxim Using BTC address that start with 1x, it late transition transited to a POS mining mechanism, which is compatible with 0x address and the ETH EVM. This makes BTY a real public chain project that can use both BTC and ETH address. From a market perspective, we need to promote and collaboration rate to ensure that everyone becomes aware and familiar with this advantage of BTY. That's it.
Great. Let's proceed to the next one. The market liquidity is still not very good. When will the rising tide come? Jason, answer first.
Let me answer. Let's look at the relationship between money flow and the rising tide. Observing the overall flow level of the cryptocurrency market is mainly done through two aspects. One is on-chain flow and off-chain flow. On-chain flow generally refers to the total market value of stablecoins plus ETFs, while off-chain flow generally refers to global flow, which can be more specifically represented as net dollar flow. Before the last bull market broke through the 20,000 mark, the market the market value of USDT had already increased by 18.7 billion USDT compared to the market value at the peak of the 2017 bull market. Now, looking at this round of the bull market under the same conditions, the market value of USDT has increased by 38.5 million. Please note, although the total market value is indeed higher than the last bull market, from 18 billion to 38 billion, but the price of BTC is completely different, from 20,000 to 69,000. The peak to be broken through in 2020 was 20,000. So the funds needed should be multiplied by a factor of 3.5. That is 69,000 divided by 20,000. That is 3.5. So 18.7 billion times 3.5 is equal to 64.5 billion. From this, we can see that 38 billion is not enough to 64 billion. It's nearly half of it. If we also consider the market value of the three major stablecoins, USDT, USDC, and DAI, along with the net inflow of BTC ETF, there's still a shortage of more than 20 billion. What needs the most attention is whether the market value of stablecoins can take a new direction. If it goes up, it must be waiting for some long-term good news in microdata, like the economy worldwide is recovered. And this good news will definitely be reflected in off-chain flow. As long as the funds come in, Bitcoin can make a formal breakthrough in this range as the additional flow gradually becomes sufficient, and then the rising tide will appear. Thank you, Kesley.
Thank you, Jason. What's your opinion, Cyrus?
The first, the first wave of traditional capital favoring BTC has come to an end, and the second layer application of BTC should attract more attention. During period of market fluctuation for BTC, some of the profit from Bitcoin may flow into projects related to BTC's second layer chain and associated application. We can closely monitor technological breakthroughs and new hotspots. Thanks.
Awesome. The Bitcoin Layer 2 is one of the key solutions to the scalability problem of the Bitcoin blockchain network. With the continuous development of the Bitcoin ecosystem, the Layer 2 chain technology is gradually maturing. Bitcoin's Layer 2 chain is expected to bring broader development prospects to the Bitcoin network. Okay, next question. How do you think the crypto market will develop in the future? Jason.
Okay, it's me. According to the previous analysis, in addition to flow, the deep reasons for the future trend include two aspects. The first is the US presidential election in November 2024. As we know, if the Republicans win in the November presidential election, cryptocurrencies may benefit from a more favorable regulatory environment. Many investors believe that the new cryptocurrency bull market cycle is a multi-year opportunity, not just this year. And the recent weakness provides investors with an attractive entry chance. And the second is the adjustment of US interest rates. Currently, it is expected that the interest rate can be cut in September 2024, but maybe later. These 2 points are likely to gain more expectation in the next 3 months or 6 months as more election data and economic data are published. These expectations will play a key role in the market trend. And of course, if Ethereum's ETF can be successfully launched in the United States in July, the short-term stimulus should not be overlooked. That's quite near, maybe just the next week. Of course, do not have too much expectations based on the trend of Bitcoin ETF in the past 6 months, frankly. That's it.
Thank you for the answer. Cyrus, what are your thoughts?
The Bitcoin market is expected to continue its volatility, and projects with relevant technological breakthroughs or valuable application projects will have significant opportunities. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. As you said, projects that demonstrate excellence in areas such as technological innovation, application value, security, and continuous iteration will have significant market opportunities and potential for development. Let's come to the final question. If the crypto market enters a bear market, how will BitYuan plan its future development? Jason.
Thank you. The bull market of cryptocurrency is something we look forward to and welcome. However, BTY has experienced 3 rounds of crossing bull and bear markets. Since its birth in 2014, BitYuan has seen too many success and failures. Many once glorious projects have disappeared later. We are very fortunate to have the support of our BTY community and come to this day. In terms of planning, it can be said from two aspects. One is to maintain the operation of BitYuan with the smallest consumption and ensure the security of the chain. The other is to adhere to the development of Bitcoin's ecosystem, including technical and application ecosystems. Because we know that only by including more users and more developers can blockchain gain more consensus and survive and develop. Thank you.
Thank you. Although the external environment is full of challenges, resources and conditions may not always be sufficient. We firmly believe in the potential and the future of blockchain technology. And next, what's your opinion, Sirens?
BTY will facilitate cross-chain operation with BTC and ETH, making it more convenient to introduce funds and applications. The private key and addresses of BTY are exactly the same as those of BTC, allowing us to airdrop BTY to BTC holders to attract their attention. Additionally, we will continue to introduce ecosystem applications from ETH and SOL and cross-chain the BTY token to other popular public chains to expand our use base. Moreover, BTY features a main chain plus parallel chain architecture, supporting the migration of ETH application will low development costs. With a current market value of less than 100 million US dollar, the potential for application is quite promising as more use join. Thanks.
It's important to seize opportunities in the bull market of cryptocurrency, while also laying a solid foundation for stable development during the bear market. Okay, this week we also chose 3 questions from the audiences in advance for the AMA. The first one is from Twitter user Healthy2100. The question is, when will BitYuan be listed on other exchanges? Jason, Cyrus, who will answer this question?
Okay, let me first. We have been working hard to list BTY on various mainstream exchanges. It's been tough and we have experienced a lot, but we have seen hope on the horizon. Throughout this long journey, we have observed some changes in this market. The cryptocurrency market is maturing from its wild early days. Investors are becoming more rational and are favoring projects that have stood the test of time and are backed by solid blockchain technology. So these projects are often safer and more stable. They can offer more reliable returns. At the same time, the hype around new cryptocurrency is cooling down. In the past, people often invested in these new coins out of curiosity and speculation. But as the market gets more educated and investors become more knowledgeable, they are realizing that only coins with real innovation and practical use can win long-term market approval. So the future trend in cryptocurrency investment is shifting towards those blockchain with maturity and real value, not just hype and speculation. Based on the above view, I believe our wish to list on more exchanges would come true. That's it.
Okay, thank you. The second chosen question is from Twitter user LGFLJ202266. The question is, as a user, what are the ways to earn BTY rewards?
It's me?
Jason,
Okay.
either one is fine.
Okay, let me first. Our game Elf Party is very friendly to players. It offers plenty of opportunities to earn rewards. For instance, you can mine with elves, earn airdrops through game points, and even get promotional rewards by forming a tribe. These methods of rewarding are commonly adopted in GameFi, so everyone should be quite familiar with them. Everyone is welcome to join in. Just invest a little time and you can enjoy the fun of the game while also getting substantial rewards. Thank you.
Thank you. The third question is from Twitter user Bell330. The question is there a reward for launching an application on BitYuan? Cyrus, it's your turn.
Okay. BTY and ETH are highly compatible with wallets, Explorers, Cross-Chain Bridge, and other tools being open source. And ETH applications can seamlessly migrate to the BTY chain for development. BTY offers high concurrency, low costs, and good compatibility, resulting in low migration costs. In the initial stages, we will provide gas-free support for all projects. Applications that rank highly and have a significant impact on the BTY ecosystem will also receive BTY support from the foundation to help cover the development expenses. Thanks.
Thank you. The above three selected users will be rewarded with 20 BTY per person. The rewards will be sent to the address you submit on the form. Thank you for your participation. Okay, thank you, Cyrus and Jason, for all the discussions today. And now the
Thank you.
session is ended. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
We are very glad to have you guests in our session. Our weekly AMA on Saturday evenings will continue as scheduled. Follow BitYuan's Twitter for event updates. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye bye.